Let me ask you a question real quick. When did being tired turn into a personality? Everybody's burnt out. Everybody's protecting their peace. But somehow the bills still need to be paid. The house still needs to be cleaned. And the relationship still needs effort. So what's really happening? Are people emotionally exhausted? Or are we just doing the bare minimum and calling it self-care? Because there's a difference between needing rest and quietly quitting on someone without having the courage to leave. And on the flip side, is pretending you don't know how to do something actually incompetence? Or is it manipulation with a soft voice? Today we're talking about soft quitting versus weaponizing incompetence. Who's really doing less in the relationship because somebody is lying and somebody's not doing the dishes? Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that. 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour? Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Damn, is that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
think so? Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, Radio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audible, you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website. Shoot me a message. Tay, my guy, how we living?
What up? We always golden.
Man, always good. Question of the day, like I said, soft quitting versus weaponizing incompetence. Let's get into it. Ask the real questions. Let's get my sister on the line and ask her the tough questions, I feel like. Here we go. Turn her up.
Hey.
Hey. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing amazing. I'm here with Tay. Tay, so what's up, Nina?
What up, Nina?
Hey.
Nina, question of the day. Now, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about people in the relationships we do know of. And, of course, it's basically the conversation we were having earlier this morning, since we talk every day.
Okay.
We're talking about soft quitting and weaponizing incompetence.
Ooh.
Soft quitting means, like, emotionally checking out without leaving. Weaponizing incompetence meaning acting incapable to avoid responsibility.
Okay.
Nina, let me ask you this. Is this what it is nowadays in relationships?
I feel like what I've seen now more than ever, yes. No one wants to have the hard conversations anymore. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I often sit back in the conversation we're having this morning, Nina, and it was just like, I want to know, like, when, and let me ask you this. When do you think that person gave up?
Well, for the man's side, he never gave up. He actually told her who he was, showed her who he was, and she honestly thought, like, oh, I can change him. And then she gave up. God, in reality, she probably gave up maybe 7 years. She probably gave up year 3 and was just hoping and praying, because she went on the myth of, like, oh, well, the first 5 years of a marriage is hard. And that's not true for everyone. It could be hard depending on, the circumstances of which we're put in. It doesn't necessarily mean that your relationship is hard. But it was hard, and it still is hard, because they shouldn't have gotten married, period.
Yeah.
And then when you add innocent, beautiful kiddos, it makes it hard.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
kids make
definitely a
everything hard.
blessing.
100%.
They're so amazing. So it's kind of like, okay, this didn't work out, but they really do have some beautiful, amazing children. But it also it's complicated and it's hard because not until you're in it, because I told them I'm the outside looking in. So I literally told them, I said, and I told another person, look, at the end of the day, for every action, there's a consequence. And it's not, and you already know what can possibly be when you're like, well, the kids, blah, blah, blah. Well, you deliberately put yourself in that situation. So don't go being all sad and disappointed because of what actually came true.
Yeah.
Because that was what was going to happen. It wasn't like, oh, you know what, I'm marrying, let's just say, I'm marrying my best friend. It's a marriage of convenience. We're going to have children, and these children are going to be loved to impossible death, but just know that, one day we might tell the kids, like, we love each other so much that we would have rather been together than for us to eventually find someone. But the name of the game is that a lot of people just settle. They just settle. And that is what happened. She settled. And I told her, but she settled and I didn't. So my outcome is just a little bit lengthier than hers. And it was all because I didn't want that situation.
Let me ask
Lord knows I could have had it 10 times over.
Right. Thank you. And we all thank you for leaving. We all fucking thank you for leaving. Let me ask you this. At what point should someone leave instead of soft quitting?
Honestly, they should leave as soon as they truly realize that it's just not going to work. Like, why put yourself in the situation, keep in the situation? So, and everyone's like, but it's not easy. Oh, yeah. No decision that you make. I mean, some decisions, of course, are easier than others, but situations and decisions that involve a family are difficult. But how about you not cross that road? Because Lord knows, prior to like the whole situation of marriage, there was opportunities in which were taken of breaking up. So that's why, like, sometimes I take a step back and I'm just like, your woe is me. It's hard to feel, no one wants you to feel sorry, but it's hard to feel like, oh, because now, like I told you, how I was feeling towards the dude, I feel low-key bad because he literally told you who he was from the beginning.
I am who I am. So
now
I'm
I'm
not,
just like, be. Right. So I'm just like, shit, I empathize because you did tell him that you would accept him for who he is.
Yeah. You got more information.
Yeah.
You got more information. And that's,
like, that was a lesson learned. Like, Lord knows I had some colorful names, but then I was just like, when she told me, like, after all that, exactly, I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Because he told you who he was from the beginning.
100%.
And you accepted him for who he was. And no wonder he didn't want to change, because you said it was okay.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And it wasn't like we were in our 20s. Like, let's get this so crystal is clear.
No. Yeah.
Wasn't, but, hindsight 2020.
Always will be.
Right. I think eventually there could be, because I always like to keep hope, especially with the kiddos, that there could be an amicable relationship of, like, not just co-parenting, but laughing, because you can curb it to where kids see, like, you know what? You know, they'll
Yeah.
get older and be like,
Yeah.
our parents weren't meant to be, but shit, we still had an awesome childhood and they're
Mhm.
friends. So like that is possible if you stop acting like
Yeah.
children and just do it.
Let me ask you.
If it can be. Some people are
Right.
just dicks.
I like
so.
that. I like that. Let me ask you this. Would you rather would you rather be alone or be in a relationship where both people are given 60%?
I'd rather be alone.
Damn. Damn. Why?
Yeah, I'd rather be alone.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I want more than 60. I know every day not everyone can
Right.
show up with 100 because
Yeah.
we're normal. But let's just say every day we could show up.
Yeah.
Why would I just take 60%? Where's that 40 going? Like, that's my thing.
Go ahead.
I was saying that 40% is going to self.
Yeah. If you stop trying but don't leave, are you wasting someone's time?
Yes.
Damn.
1,000%. Just leave.
Is pretending to not know how to do something manipulation?
Yes.
You agree, Tay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely. And that's why I go back to that 40% being self.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're only putting that 60, but then 40, you're like either you're that 40% is half out, and you're looking at other situations, other options, or whatever that got your attention, and so that's where the issue kind of lies at.
Yeah, it is manipulation because you're just giving just enough to keep that person there, knowing that as human beings, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah.
We know as adults, we know when we should leave because I'm a firm believer. If you leave, there is a huge probability that you're going to find the person that gives you 100%. You really will. If you work on yourself and you still believe in love, because I always say, I love love. I just knew at a very young age I would be a Zsa Zsa Gabor because I would be marrying everybody. So it's not until you grow up.
Thank God.
And
Thank God.
you really. I know it's crazy. I kind of spoke it into fruition at 13, but yeah, I do believe. I believe I just think people are afraid to take that step for what? Okay, you're not with someone. And that's just for the moment. There's so much to do. You can learn about yourself. You can make friends, get a hobby. And then through that, you'll find if you really want to be in a good, healthy relationship, you will find that person to be in that good, healthy relationship. But you have to take yourself out of the toxic. You have to close the chapter.
Yeah.
So that means if you're married or not, the closing of the chapter is the divorce, the paper signed, not a separation. You're still in it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I think that's what makes it, where people are like, oh no, you're still in it. You really do have to close the chapter.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just creating a version of yourself just to exist.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's exhausting. That's you're like 4 people. It's too much.
All right, Nina. I appreciate you. I'll see you this weekend.
Same.
Yep.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Well, that's heavy.
Hey, you know what? I didn't think it was gonna be this heavy, but now hearing it and hearing it out loud, I'm like, damn, dad.
That's heavy.
Now it's like you kind of replay some moments back in relationships and stuff like that, and you often wonder. You start looking deeply and different and looking at things differently, I guess, from a different lens.
Right.
Because of now you know more.
Hello.
Ash, what up?
What's going on?
Not much. I gave Coy a week off, and I'm here with Tay. Tay, say what's up to Ash.
Ash, what's going on?
What's going on?
Question of the day. Let me just go ahead and preface it. We are talking about soft quitting and weaponizing incompetence. Basically, soft quitting is emotionally checking out without leaving, and weaponizing incompetence is acting incapable to avoid responsibility. Let me ask you this real quick. I know. At what point do you think someone should leave instead of soft quitting? Like leave the
If
relationship.
you're
Yeah, go ahead.
like, it's hard. Like for me, it's like I definitely am guilty of staying way longer than I should.
You what? I'm sorry. Wait. Slow down.
I said I'm definitely guilty of staying longer than I should.
Ah, yeah. I think all my
And so it's rough. You know, we have good hearts, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you already are just like disassociating,
Yeah.
like you just kind of have no emotions towards things, like you're just kind of just shut down. Like like it's gonna be real hard to get that that vibe, that groove back to where you kind of already like fall back in love. Like if you're already kind of just like you don't even think about them, like nothing, like they're not bothering you, you just don't have any emotion towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you usually know pretty quick. Like sometimes you're like, okay, like maybe I'm just in my feels overreacting, but like if it's consistent, nothing's gonna change. So it's just do the best of both of you and just leave.
Let me ask you this. Is emotional labor even real, or is that just unspoken expectations?
What do you mean, like emotional labor?
Like you should already know.
I can be a many different things. But I want you to preface it. You preface things for it.
What?
So I need you to preface it. Like, would you?
Yeah, like why? Like I feel like it's unspoken expectations. Like emotional labor. Like no, like I don't know what you want. Like even if I should already know, I don't know.
That's communication, the basic thing that you should be able to have.
Yeah.
Like if you can't communicate, like that's already like a really big flap. And if it's however long it's been, like no matter how far you get in, like if you can't communicate your needs or how you're feeling emotionally, and it's not even reciprocated or just like, okay, I understand, like then like what's the point? That's definitely not going to get better if you internalize it, and then you're also doing not just them but yourself as a service.
Okay, I want to give you a scenario, and I want you to be that person. Okay. If you're tired of your partner, why are you still there?
I won't be.
No. Give me the excuses.
Oh, I mean, it's easy. Like, you're just comfortable with that person. You could say like they're your best friend.
Uh-huh.
That you see the good in them. Like you remember the good stuff, and that you believe like that it can get there. Or just like a lot of times it's like when you look down, like it's really just complacency. Like a lot of times you're just comfortable and having to leave and like completely uproot and change things.
Yeah.
It's scary to a lot of people.
Would you rather be alone?
There's always more excuses than none.
There's always. I'm 100% positive on that. Let me ask you this though, too. Would you rather be alone or in a relationship where both people are giving 60%?
Giving 60%?
Yeah.
I'd rather be alone.
Damn. Why?
Because when I give, I get. Like if I'm in a relationship, like, but I mean that's just why are you only at 50 or 60%? Why can't you be at 100? Like relationships are work. Like you're choosing to show up every day, and you can't just 60%. Like I'm just gonna kind of like show up and see what happens, because like that's not fair to like yourself and them. And that really kind of just, to me, and like for me, it just seems like, okay, well, I really am not invested.
So.
Let me ask you this now. Is I'm tired an excuse or a valid boundary?
You said a valid boundary?
Yes.
What, like, and how would it be a valid boundary?
I'm asking you.
To me, like if I'm tired, like I'm in a relationship, and like
you're in a relationship. This is all relationship questions. If
I'm always tired.
God damn, you need more fucking eyes. God damn.
I mean, no matter what, like,
I feel like
you're
all
gonna
my
be tired.
homegirls are like narcoleptic. All my homegirls, all they like to do is fucking sleep. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, they all cold.
'Cause we
They
don't
all
get
eat.
enough.
They all cold. They all eat ice, and they all sleep. Like I'm like that.
They love
Y'all
murder
need some
docs.
more iron. Yeah, and
Right,
they all watch
seriously.
murder docs. They all like. I'm like, hey.
Oh,
They're like, you
I
know.
be taking iron, and I'm still like, put me in my coffin.
They was like, you know, if you kill someone, you should bury it in a cemetery. Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah.
wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, but you got to find the cemetery. You got to find the right spot so there's no cameras.
Oh my
jeez. All right.
I said, well, if they're looking for a dead body, they can't find it.
We're
Because
tired, but we're not that
everybody around there is. I said, you know.
We're tired, but we're not that tired.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? You tired, but you're not
Look
that
around
tired.
and find out.
You know how to
You're
hold
not,
it
you're
down.
not that tired. You tired, but you're not. It's absolutely wild. Okay. Let me ask you this: at what point should someone leave instead of soft quitting?
I just don't see the point in soft quitting. That I feel like that is just time. You might be trying to figure stuff out. You might be, trying to get induction or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like to me, like I've done that soft quitting, and I've just like that's wasted time, even just for myself. That I'm wasting on just putting this extra energy in something that I know that isn't going to work out, that isn't making me happy. If I'm not making them happy, like I'm too grown now, and like to be wasting time on like negative energy and wasting my time on things that don't benefit or help my life grow.
Yeah. All right, last question.
Like, I don't have that kind of time.
Right.
I agree with you. Last question. If you stop trying but don't leave, are you wasting someone's time?
Yeah. You're not putting any effort in. There's no effort. You're just wanting it to be, like, what are you expecting it to be given to you, but you're not, like, that's not a relationship. That's not showing up and being there for that person and choosing to be. Like, I'm choosing to love you and I'm choosing to go through the fucking hard times and the good times. But if I don't want to try, I'll just be fucking single and then just go hoochie it up if you are. Like, that's way better than not trying in a relationship. And, like, if they sense that, they might not try. You're not getting all, like, you're not getting spoiled. You're not getting, like, what's the point? Go get a sugar daddy.
Yeah. So you're choosing you at that point.
Yeah, but at that point, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're choosing you, yeah. Let me ask you this. One more. Let me ask you this. Is weaponizing incompetence worse than cheating?
It's all bad.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
It's all bad. Like physical or making you feel like less than. Like it's all bad.
Yeah.
I just
Making you
like
feel
it's
less than and it's all you're right.
Like I feel like it's either I'm gonna hurt you emotionally or I'm gonna hurt you psychologically and emotionally. And I'm just sitting here like that they're both just bad. Like I just feel like something excuse at that point. Or there's something like salty within yourself that you gotta look at.
Yeah, I like that. All right, I appreciate you, the moon. I'll see you this weekend.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, nah, man. I mean, it's a slippery road.
It is.
And the best way you can kind of put things is when you're done, you know you're done and you should leave.
Right.
You not leaving is what makes it worse.
Right.
Because of the fact that you're gonna just create chaos in something that could have been easily explained and been amicable.
Right.
But now you're triggering everybody, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it's always gonna fall back to communication.
Always fall back to communicating. Over communicate. Let me know how you feel, because the moment you shut down, the moment I feel you've checked out. And to be honest, when I see you check out, I'm cool. It is what it is. I'm not upset. I'm not mad, but I know you've checked out.
Right.
And I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna say, hey, look, feels like you checked out. So.
Yeah, what we gonna do? We gonna figure this out, or
I'm out.
Right.
Let's get about here. First of all, I want to thank everybody for listening. We listen to it on Google Play, Radio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube Audio. Where you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Tell my guy we are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, so that's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle.